You know what I love about Windows updates?
I don't know. Mine is fucked up and can't update properly, so I don't know.
Nothing.
Mine had to roll back to the previous one because it couldn't install this one.
Well,
And I'm looking.
I had to get my BIOS updated.
Uh,
It's because the update should have rolled out ages ago, but for whatever reason, my HP model got skipped, which I don't know how that works, but I got my BIOS updated, which then finally prompted my Windows to properly update because it refused to.
mm-hmm.
And now nothing works. Nothing actually works properly.
Are you sure you updated the proper BIOS?
Yep, because there was only one available update for it.
Are you absolutely sure that it's installed properly?
Yep.
Are you still sure?
1,000% sure.
So roll it back to the previous one?
I'm going to have to. Anyway, hello there, and welcome to the Voices from Behind podcast. The
Where technical issues is the norm.
Where technical issues is the norm, and staring into the endless void that is Windows refuses to work is a weekly occurrence. I'm the host, Evo, and with me is the other host, who is also Evo. This is the show where we give movies to each other, and we scream at those movies at the end of the show.
Do you want to scream about this movie?
No, I want to feel sad. First, I want to feel sad. First things first, we're going to talk about what we did over the week.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to go over some news, which there isn't a lot of. And
well,
then some, not a lot. And then we're going to go over Prospect.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
A very apt name for
a very good movie. That's kind of got overshadowed last year. Not many people talked about it.
It gave me a lot of Annihilation vibes.
Well, yes and no.
A little. I mean, aesthetically, it looked a lot like Annihilation.
Yeah. Okay, we'll get to that. My week was really boring.
Go on then.
Yeah, my week was really boring. I didn't do much, but I watched a bunch of movies.
Oh.
And I watched the movie that I've been raving on about watching since, I don't know, when I fucking broke the news to you mid fucking podcast, because I literally saw it back literally then.
Oh.
And you were like, what? And it's finally out. The movie I'm talking about is none other than Colors Out of Space.
Is it actually...
I watched it. Okay, so it has a lot of good and a lot of bad.
Oh.
Let's start first with the good stuff. First of all, I'm happy because they genuinely tried to incorporate as much of the source material as they could and make it as visually pleasing and close to the source material as it's possible, which I'm fine with.
Did it look like an absolute fever dream at points?
No, it didn't. Which is this is good because trust me, you didn't want to have that. Some of the effects were fucking wonky.
Oh.
But some of the effects were fucking amazing.
Oh.
The performances.
That's my reactions to all of this.
Nicolas Cage is a fucking treat. He's a Saint Nick is the best thing that ever happened to fucking humanity.
Okay.
No one can. He just buckets levels of good. But here is the biggest issue I have with this movie. Since it's a modernized version of Colors Out of Space, it has this fucking weird thing about it that it's like, so Nicolas Cage is playing this a husband of three. The husband with three children, and he has an alpaca farm. So literally hearing him talk about fucking alpaca milking is probably one of the most amazing and strangest things in existence.
Okay.
I am not even kidding. He spent like fucking 3 minutes explaining how to milk an alpaca. I was like, what the fuck? Then again, he has an alpaca farm because he's self-sufficient in the whole fucking place. What the fuck is this? I was like, it's. And Lividia, how her name is this Wiccan witch. And she's
okay.
It's some of it was fucking weird. It's like on a scale of what's happening in the movie, I get it, but as a movie itself, it's fucking weird.
Was it one of those movies where you would have to read the thing first before you can understand it?
No. It does the whole story. It completes it with a with a really weird ending. I'll give it that much because apparently they're gonna turn this into a trilogy. So there should be 2 more movies coming at some point in the next several years.
Because the story's relatively short. I don't really see how they're gonna.
Well, no, because it tries to build up a lot of the tension of what the fuck's going on, how the colors of the color exactly influences things around them.
Okay.
And
Is it the purple thing they
cool.
showed in the trailer?
Oh yeah. I mean, I do give them credit that they went with purple, because otherwise,
color.
how the fuck? It's a fair color when it comes to this, because otherwise, I mean, it's a color out of space. It's a color that none of
No, it's the thing is, purple, from with a few exceptions, is an unnatural color. So it makes sense for it to be.
Otherwise, as far as I remember, because I haven't read the short story in years, the color was never described. It was something that humanly they knew could never exist on Earth itself.
It's Lovecraft going. It's too scary to explain, basically.
It doesn't matter, because, and here's the thing, because when you do Lovecraftian stuff, a lot of it is based on the nondescript reasoning that they give behind stuff. So,
yes,
like I said, color out of space, the color itself was never explained how it looks like in the book, because as far as I remember, the lines were instinctively he knew that this could never exist on Earth, so he knew it was out of Earth.
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
And you can't fucking make this in a movie, because you can't fucking invent something that's not being fucking. It doesn't exist.
I mean, I can go pull out the story so we can read it.
Nah.
There we go. I also found a really cool poster for the film, so I've just put it up on the screen.
Yeah.
That's a cool ass poster.
It had a lot of weird in it, but overall, by the end, it felt like fucking Slither, which is weird. But then again, I think that this was their attempt to tie it into the universe that they're trying to create with the other 2 movies. That I don't know how the fuck they're gonna tie it in, but fair enough. I'll give it time. The movie itself, I'd say watch it, because you need to watch it. You will probably enjoy it. Nicolas Cage is a fucking godsend, and he needs to be appreciated more. Please give the guy an Oscar.
He has one.
I mean, for Mandy mostly.
Oh, for Man? No, I don't think he's got an Oscar for one. I can't remember what film it was, but he definitely has one.
Was it? Wait, I can't fucking remember.
Nick Cage.
Wasn't it Face Off?
No. Jesus, why would they give him an Oscar for Face Off? Nicolas Cage has got Best Actor winner in 1996 for Leaving Las Vegas.
Oh, that movie. No, I don't think that movie does, because it doesn't encompass the sheer talent that he has. Mandy did. Mandy is a fucking showcase, and we should be used as a showcase of how to fucking act.
Such a fucking weird film, that Mandy.
It's an 80s metal
album.
Clip.
Yeah, it turned to life.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's an acid trip, but then again, it's also fucking amazing.
Yep.
But
again, a lot of great use of color in that film.
And that's what I really like in these past several movies that Nick Cage is doing, because he both does shit whatever the fuck he wants. He's Nick Cage. No one can fucking stop him.
Yes.
Like, when he wants to act, he's without doubt the best actor we've seen in years. It's just no one comes close.
True.
His range of emotion and facial expressions is fucking unheard of. If you don't trust me, go and watch that Mandy scene when he goes through the 7 or 9 steps of grief.
I have no idea.
7 or 9 steps with just facial expressions in the span of, I don't know, a minute. Let's go a minute. With just facial expressions. And you can easily tell exactly which one's which. Show me an actor that can even come close to what he did there. I don't know how much time it took him to perfect that, but that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That's absolutely
Kudos
insane.
to him.
Like, because he is a really talented actor. Then again, there's a lot of other aspects to Mandy and Color Out of Space which intertwine in between them. And
isn't it the same director?
Think so, but I'm not sure.
Mandy. Google that shit real quick. 2018. Came out 2018. Panos Cosmatos. That's his name. That's the man's name.
Is his name really fucking Cosmatos?
Yeah, it's Cosmatos.
Fuck.
Panos Cosmatos, or maybe Cosmatos. No, he didn't. He didn't direct
Okay.
that. He directed Tombstone though.
Wait.
Tombstone is
That's
the one from 1993.
oh.
It's a
Fair enough.
fucking awesome movie. That
Fair enough.
Tombstone. For anybody that hasn't seen Tombstone, just fucking watch Tombstone. Tombstone is the shit.
And I think that the fact that Color Out of Space went the Mandy road is probably the best they could have done,
Mm-hmm.
since it makes a lot of sense. Like, but the ending just was, I don't know. I found the ending really weird. I'm not gonna spoil too much, but it just kind of made no sense. What the fuck was happening?
Okay, it's getting good. It's getting good reviews from what I
Well,
can
yeah,
see.
because it's a good movie. It's actually a genuinely good movie, and Nick Cage proves again that he can do good shit as long as he fucking wants to. That's the thing, though. If he wants to, he can be the best one. But he
Yeah.
doesn't want to. He just wants to do whatever the fuck he wants. And that's why I fucking hate people like, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Tom Hanks on this one, because people that know me know that I don't fucking like either him or Gerald Butler.
Jerry
was it
Jerry
Gerald
Butler. No, Jerry Butler's Captain not Captain King Leonidas. Why would you not like this? Sparta?
No. Wait, was it? Who was behind Robin Hood? The main actor behind Robin Hood, that piece of shit, that's 2014.
Russell Crowe.
Oh yeah, Russell Crowe.
Yeah, I don't like
Sorry,
Russell Crowe too much either.
because
I love him in The Nice Guys, but apart from that,
listen, let me put it like this: they're not great actors, but they have great agents, and they can spot a good.
to be
script when
fair,
they see
no.
one.
Tom Hanks is a really good actor, but
Oh, I
he
don't
just
know,
gets
man.
cast in a lot of the same roles.
No, because that's like I say, he has a good agent, and he can spot a good script. That's the difference.
He's just worked with Spielberg too many times.
and that's the thing though, because that's not bad, because if you have a knack for finding the good stuff,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. Because the one time I fucking liked Tom Hanks was in that Bachelor's Party, Bachelors in 1980.
One of his first films.
Yeah,
I was thinking it's called The Bachelor Party. Is it?
I think it was the Bachelor Party. And here's the thing: outside of that movie, I haven't actually seen him act at
Bachelor
all.
Party, 87% like this film. It is from 1984.
Oh, spot on. I fucking remember as much. It was the last time
We
I
watched
saw...
it at university.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did. We sat down to watch it upstairs in the kitchen, but everybody fell asleep.
No, we didn't watch that. We watched a bunch of shit. We watched the new Uwe Marathon,
Oh,
getting
that's
drunk.
also true.
I showed you Killer Clowns of Outer Space, which you all fucking loved. Because it's an amazing movie.
Put him in a cocoon. Yeah.
But no, this is the last time I actually saw Tom Hanks trying to be an actor. Outside of that, it's the same shit every fucking time. He's not even just fucking typecasted. He just brings the same shit all over again. It's not like Robert Downey Jr., who doesn't act at this point. He's just Robert Downey Jr. in the movie, and it works out because they signed him to people. What?
What the fuck is this? Oh, look at this. I'm sorry. I just the Bachelor Party. Dude, this came. Look at the poster. Look at that. I'm just gonna put it on the screen. This is great. Oh my goodness. One sec. Transition. Look at him. What is this? Why is his head so big and why is his body so small?
I don't know.
What is this movie? I want to watch it.
I think that this one has factory use.
Oh goodness! What are these posters? What is
Sean Valentino? What is this name? Sean Valentino.
no.
An alternate television personality from
the Bachelor
Berlin Heights.
Party? Oh no! They've got like Twilight. These look like fucking Indian TikToks. Oh no!
Probably because it is.
Oh, this is incredible. Mr. Playboy Hugh Hefner has passed away. In shock over his hero's passing, the most famous bachelor in the galaxy, Sean the Showstopper, is considering leaving the... Blah, 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 blah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's going to keep me going for a bit now. Holy shit.
This looks like fucking...
It looks like
garbage.
trash. I apologize. Carry on.
And, well, I mean, I also watched a couple other movies.
Yeah.
Some of them were... pretty interesting.
Oh.
I'll give it that much. Uh, and I'm being very generous with the word interesting. Let me just find the names because they were. One of them was a horror movie that I swear to God, it looked like a fucking. What's the word for it? Hallmark movie.
Okay.
Also, I watched the Ascent, which I talked about last week. It's surprisingly decent. Not great.
The
Still decent.
Ascent. Oh
Ascent
yeah,
with
the one.
double
Oh
S.
yeah.
The one that you
The
can't fucking spell.
Ascend.
Which you can't fucking spell.
Yeah.
I also forgot to mention that Underwater came out last week and it's getting bad reviews. And I'm gonna fucking watch that.
Underwater. That's which one was that with?
With Kristen Stewart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about watching The Grudge, but I was like,
The new one?
no,
Nah, don't bother.
the new one. Why not? Wait, I think it was it this?
Just to throw it out there, apparently there's a Cthulhu in Underwater.
I know.
Why?
And it's because it's topical. And hey, Anon, we're doing this in like that. Have you played some of that video game? Please like us, Anon, please.
Do you like Solma? You like
Yes.
Solma?
We heard you like this Cthulhu boy, so we put him in as well. Anon, please like us more. Yeah, I guess, you know.
Solma's not bad, you know.
It's almost decent.
Yeah,
though at the end you're just fucking tired.
Yeah, it's weird. It makes sense in the story why it develops the way it develops, but
Like halfway through, you already know what the fuck's gonna
yeah,
happen.
still a good time though. A lot of atmosphere in that game.
Wasn't this movie? I was thinking about putting fucking Black Christmas on. I was like, nah.
Don't want to have too much fun.
Too much fun. I'm more like be fucking boiled and appalled by people not understanding the fucking source material and why they are wrong. Just blame it on the fucking patriarchy or some shit. Oh, male
just to throw it out there.
Toxic male masculinity. Oh, white male privilege. Oh, wait. Is there another buzzword I'm missing there? Probably am. Who gives a shit?
Just to throw it out there, I'm looking at the Color Out of Space. Pardon me, IMDb, and Nicolas Cage isn't even listed. Isn't the top lister? He is at the very bottom.
Yeah, because he's not the main character in that movie.
Technically, he's not, but I thought he was going to be the main pull.
Well, no. I've seen this happen recently. I think I watched Robert De Niro / Jason Statham movie.
Okay.
Yeah, Robert De Niro and Jason Statham were in the movie together. And Robert De Niro was in the full 15 minutes inside the whole movie. That's about it. And he got top billing. I was like, you fucking arrogant
it's Robert
bastard.
De Niro, so.
Still.
I ain't gonna show up in your picture without top billing.
Fucking bastard. That's so fucking arrogant.
Yeah.
Because people that were inside the movie that carried it through, they weren't even on the goddamn poster or listed. I was like, out of the 4 main characters inside of it, Jason Statham was the one that was, you know, the main character, and the other
which movie?
two.
Which movie is it again?
I don't fucking remember. It's based on a true story in England. Oh, fuck me. Just go on, check it. When they robbed Lloyd's Bank, some shit. I don't know. Can't fucking remember. That's how bad the movie was.
Killer Elite.
Maybe.
Danny, a retired assassin, learns that his mentor has been held captive by men. To save his mentor and avenge the Sheikh's son murders, he must kill 3 special air... Wait, what the hell is this? Killer Elite, 27% on Rotten Tomatoes, 6 out of 10 on IMDb.
Yeah, because, you know, reasons. But yeah, the movie's garbage. Don't watch it. Just don't watch it.
Okay.
Just forget it exists.
Fair enough.
And what? And here is the weird thing. It's like, so I get that there are big names and they have their own people are gonna go and watch the movies themselves, but that's the issue here. Because even so, they shouldn't get top billing over people who actually spend more than 15 minutes in the movie and probably more than a week on the set. Like, that's just fucking appalling. Like, imagine you being the main character and the schmuck gets fucking top billing, top everything, and he's in the movie for legitimately less than a week.
Well,
worth of production.
it's the same as with the 2016 Ghostbusters remake where people said that Bill Murray's going to appear, and all he did was literally find a scene where he can sit down, grab a chair, and just read his lines off a cue card to the side.
Um, well, yeah, it's stupid.
Yep.
I despise that to the bottom of my heart because it's not good.
Nope.
Regardless how much pull you do, you should get the one that befits your work.
It's just silly. At the end of the day, it's just
Like
genuinely silly.
you can pay them more since you are obviously paying for the amount of people are gonna go and watch because of that person. That's fine, but you shouldn't get fucking top billing.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be on the top of the fucking list. You should be at the fucking bottom. That's why. That's
Just
why.
put them in the poster in the corner somewhere. Like the Dior is here too. But nah, they want to sell. They want to put butts in seats. So.
Well, it didn't work because the movie was a bust.
Yeah, probably. It needs to be a good film for them to even, attract people. But oh well.
It's the movie. I usually call this the Statham movies. Like we have the decent movies, the fucking. This is a Statham movie when he is this badass combat martial artist. Slash, I don't know. Give me another buzzwords for Statham things.
Cool.
No, quiet.
Reserved but ready to kill.
Sarcastic. We forgot sarcastic.
Oh, as well. A lot of.
And what else is there? Oh, he always plays like this troubled person with a troubled past.
Yep.
Oh, that's like a fucking staple at this point for him. And there's always this fucking hot lady that instantly becomes his love interest. Like, it doesn't matter what the fuck happens. What else is there? Oh, yeah. He's we have to have shots that basically show his superior martial arts to everyone else.
Yep.
Like, he makes them look like fucking dumb, even though they're 5 times his weight. And, that's also a thing. God, there's a couple other things. Yeah, but you can pretty much fill the fucking blanks on this one.
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's like it, and he used to make these like fucking twice or 3 times a year. It was literally fucking. If we had Nissan season, we had fucking Statham years. We had the Statham years going on. At some point, I can't fucking tell you the difference between his movies. I just can't.
No, they kind of meld into the same thing, and you end up like forget. Oh God, what's with the sirens today?
Oh yeah, I forgot to warn you. We got slipped a note this week that there's gonna be a birthday party, the house opposite of ours, and it's gonna be 2 girls' 21st birthday. So if anything, if it gets too loud of people yelling and doing noise, I'm sorry, can't do anything about it.
That's fine as long at least they were nice enough to actually slip a note to say.
Listen, that's how they usually do it because this is not the first time we've gotten notes like this, and I'm okay with it. And usually always do it on like Friday to Saturday, which we also appreciate. I mean, even if they didn't, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Because it's Friday to Saturday, so it's fair game. But I appreciate the sentiment that they left a note, explained us the situation, told us from expectedly when it's gonna start and when it's gonna end. And if the noise is too much, they gave us a phone number and the person's name to call them and tell them to tone the fuck down.
Yeah.
I am okay with this.
Oh God, I apologize if there was noise. Shit. Okay.
And how was Joe week?
Joe week? Joe Mama. What the hell is going? Why is my phone making noise when it shouldn't be making noise? Well, a couple of things. Remember how I was talking about my electricity being problematic and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So it turned out that it wasn't problematic at all. And instead of going to a pay point, I should have been going to a pay zone. It's 2 different things. They work the same way. You just go, you give them the key, you say, put this much money on the key, please, clerk man. And the clerk man puts money on the key, and you take the key back to your house, and boom, you have key. You have...
I know.
It's like topping up your phone, but yeah.
I used to be like on the system back when I was in Salford.
Yeah. So I did that. So I didn't have to do it because the guy actually came up and fixed it anyway. But the thing is, he was like, "You're due for a smart meter as well," which he was, which it's gonna get installed eventually. But what also turned out was that my cables needed maintaining because there was exposed copper.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, the guy was like, "You're lucky you've not caught fire to the whole building." I'm like, "Great, thanks." So yeah, I got that fixed. Yay me! Yay me for getting the not me fixing it, but it got fixed regardless. Also, so as I said, I updated my Windows,
Hmm.
and the only thing that runs properly at this moment in time on it is Dota 2 and Discord at the moment.
Lol.
I
I
literally thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna install Doom and play Chillax just to, just to give it a go, see how that works. Doom ran at 5 FPS, so I'll need to re-roll updates or something because that's fucking stupid. I played a bit of Human Fall Flat.
wait. Did you use GZ Doom?
I don't remember what I used. I just ended up getting annoyed and shutting the computer
Was it
down.
Sandorum or GZ Doom? Because it matters.
I think it might have been GZ. I'm not sure.
What were your settings?
I don't know. I remember it running badly, trying to change shit, and just ended up closing it because I got pissed off.
As far as I remember, run by Linear. What else was there? No, do not run OpenGL. Do not run
OpenGL on
OpenGL.
old school games is just stupid.
No, it works on some of them, but not all of them.
Yeah.
But do not run OpenGL.
Yeah, I played a bit of Human Fall Flat. That's a fun game. If at the moment there's a sale going on with the Xbox Game Pass on PC where it's £1 for 3 months. It's worth it. You get free games on it every month basically, and the Master Chief Collection is on there. There's a couple other games. Pathologic 2 is on the Game Pass as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I've not been doing much. I've just been drawing a lot, and I've been trying to learn the whistle theme from Deadly Premonition on guitar.
Oh, I can't help it there.
Dun,
Oh, I can't help it there.
Yeah, it's coming along, but I'm not gonna play it on the show because I've embarrassed myself enough saying embarrassing things. I also watched a couple of sci-fi films in preparation for Prospect. I'll give you one of them for next week, but I'm not gonna say which one it is.
Okay.
I watched IO, or whatever it's called, the one on Netflix with Anthony Mackie.
I think I skipped that one.
That's
That's the fucking Netflix original.
It's not a great film.
Of course, because it's the Netflix original.
No,
Very
there's
few-
there's a few Netflix originals that are pretty good, but
There are some, but no. Most of them are pure fucking garbage.
so I also watched the preview of Doom that you sent me.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about in the news, and I'm going to tell you my thoughts about it, and tell you everything I didn't fucking like and the things I actually liked.
I liked how much
And
new
I'm gonna
combat things are in there. Gonna correct what?
Well, I'm going to stop there
Okay.
and tell you everything that G-Man got wrong, because he got a lot wrong in that in his impression.
The dude
And
that we
here's the-
watched, yeah.
Yeah, he's been around for a fucking while.
He's
Like, listen,
he's either a New Zealand boy or an Australian boy. I'm not sure which one of the two.
He's He's Australian.
He talks
Schwat.
about video games.
Schwat.
I hope he's not on fire.
Schwat.
Schwat? What?
Schwat. Schwat.
Huh? I'm confused.
Uh,
I don't know this meme. Sorry, go on. So,
the thing I mostly disliked about this movie.
about the what now? The movie?
No, so sorry.
The movie
sorry,
that is Doom Eternal.
Yeah, I mean, technically it feels like a fucking movie.
Yeah.
Is, first of all, we have even more fucking shitty platforming.
But
Fuck
I like
away from my
platforming.
Doom. Oh yeah, I had a fucking great time at fucking Argent fucking labs when I had to go for 100%. Then I had to realize that one of the secrets in the place I had to visit was halfway through in the fucking platforming section.
Yeah,
And
it's
the only
under
way-
the one that's underneath.
and you had to go halfway through, jump, not miss the jump, get in, then start the fucking climb again. Are you fucking demented? Who even thought this was a good idea? This is stupid. Because you do nothing, because everything's dead. So you literally do nothing but waste time. And here, but now when you drop down, you're getting respawned on the last one. Then I see him do a fucking 20 consecutive jump streak of a platform, and I'm like, you do realize that if you drop, you're gonna get sent to the fucking beginning of this one.
Yeah, but if it's built for that, what's the big deal? I mean, I understand you don't like it.
Everything.
I wouldn't mind doing a proper platforming in a game that actually controls like butter.
But it doesn't. That's the point. It never does.
Still more responsive than most first-person shooters nowadays.
Not exactly. And here's the thing that he got wrong. First of all, the shitty what's the word for it? Oh fuck, I forgot. The shitty zombies were
Yeah.
always used like that. Like
Yeah, they're always
portable
fodder. Yeah, they've always
No, no,
been.
no, no, no. They've always been there for you, for the player to choose whatever the fuck he wants from them to be.
Yeah.
That's fine. And he got that one wrong. He also got wrong that the shield guys could not be touched in Doom 2016, which is wrong because the plasma did the same fucking thing.
It did the same thing.
Does,
Yeah. It exploded
so,
the shields. I barely used the
and
plasma gun. I just used the rocket launcher shot behind him.
yeah, because you're weak. You're weak ass boy.
I'm a weak ass boy.
And that's one thing is like, because he plays a lot of FPS. His whole channel is based on him reviewing FPS games, and it feels like when he talks about old games, I know he's played them. I may not agree always with what he says, but I know he's played them because he's right about the things he says most of the time. I mean, the ones that I agree with, but even the ones that I don't agree with, I know that he has played them because he has experienced them.
Yep, and also a lot of it is still opinions. The issue. So.
But when it comes to the new games, even though I've played them, I've beaten them, I know that he's wrong because he literally says stuff that you can do in those fucking games. He's like, "Oh, you can't do this, motherfucker! I just finished doing that like 50 fucking seconds before the killer. What are you fucking smoking?" I remember watching him fucking his opinion on Sigil, on Doom Sigil.
Okay.
You don't. It's fucking bad. Like it's bad. Like the guy hasn't even fucking played it for more than a level or two. It's how it fucking feels like. Cause even being, because you know me, I'm a Doom purist. I'll always be a Doom purist. And every time I
do you rub that one in every podcast. Every single one.
Here's the thing. When it comes to Doom platforming, I have some fucking PTSD from platforming. Original Doom platforming. Yeah,
original Doom isn't exactly platforming though, apart from a couple of sections here and there.
Have you played Doom 2?
Not to its fullest, actually.
See, I've been Doom 2, I've gotten over every secret. Some of them were fucking platformers. Ugh. Like, literally, the gauntlet had the biggest secret in the gauntlet, which can be labeled as a super secret. I had a lot of things in it. Was a platforming one in Doom 2. Doom 2 platforming
no jump.
Well, technically, no, actually, there is jumping, but it's a bit difficult to explain how it works. Yeah. But no, this one is just basically a strafe one. And it's a very, very... if you don't know how to play Doom properly, it's difficult to nail it. And with the years, I've kind of forgotten how to do it properly. So nowadays, it takes me like a couple of tries to get it right, which is fair on my part. I mean, I haven't played it as much as I used to.
Well, no, that's you don't play it. You end up, stopping or not stopping, but getting rusty. It's the same with a lot of games.
Well, no, because I wasn't rusty at Blood. I wasn't rusty at Blood. Okay, so I actually like the visuals of the game. Like,
God, it's fucking gorgeous.
And now it looks the same as 2016, but I like the variety. It has better variety locations, which I'm all in favor. I like the design of the newer guns, which are basically throwbacks to Doom 2.
Yep, everything's a throwback to Doom 2, even the way it looks.
No, that's actually again wrong. Apparently, you don't play Doom at all.
But there's Super Mario flames in it.
See, Doom 3 had this is the Space Marine from Doom 3. Pretty much fucking obvious at this point.
Yeah.
Especially with his black hair and black eyes. I mean, if you haven't played Doom 3, play Doom 3. It's a very, very good game, actually.
It's a very different game compared to the first two.
It's a good game. It doesn't matter.
It is. I'm not saying it's a bad game at all. I beat it, and I'm going through the DLC, so...
I remember not liking it as much because I was expecting Doom 2, like all of us did.
Yeah, like everybody did. But then it turned into like a horror game in places.
Well, the flashlight was fucking annoying though. I'll give it that.
Yeah, well, play the BFG edition, which pretty much just puts the flashlight on your shoulder, so you don't have to hold it out all the time.
So I don't fucking care about that. I never did. It was just fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Because you just had to fucking whack zombies with it. But I get it was fucking annoying. No, it was really annoying.
Yeah.
Dark corridors and just with a flashlight and just whacking zombies on the head. And
fucking monster closets and loud noises.
Monster closets, that's the thing for fucking Doom 2.
Yeah.
I think that game fucking invented the monster closets. And there is literally a level called Monster Condo.
Peak shame.
It is a level called
shame.
Monster Condo.
Yeah.
If you haven't played that level, boy, you're in for a treat. Oh, the fucking monster closets there. And the other thing I fucking despise is the fact that Doom guy has his own sort of Fortress of Solitude. Who the fuck even
Why
wants
not?
that?
Do you know?
Listen,
Do you know what room? Do you know what room there is in that? It's called the Repertorium, where you just practice.
I don't
You
fucking
just do endless waves where you practice.
I don't fucking care about that. Honestly, I don't, because that's fucking stupid.
I like that.
Yeah, because it also puts this shitty. Oh, now you can choose your own mission. Why would I fucking choose my mission as a
See,
Doom
about
guy?
that was a bit confusing. I thought it was still going to be a linear game, but apparently there's going to be little side stuff as well.
Fuck that shit. Honestly, fuck that shit.
A bit
This is
confusing.
Doom. I know, this is Doom. Just put me on the fucking ground. Make it so that every level progresses like in fucking Doom 2016. Can't even believe I'm gonna say something good about Doom 2016 at this point.
Doom
I
2016 is a solid first-person shooter,
it's painkiller with the Doom quote on it.
but it's still better than most shooters that came out in 2016.
One other shooters
Well,
came in
most
2016.
AAA's that came out in 2016.
Well, I can't even fucking remember.
Let's
If you
see.
say
Let's go over
listen,
it.
Listen, if you say fucking COD, get the fuck out of here. COD hasn't been good since I don't know, Modern Warfare 2.
It's still a first-person shooter.
I'm still gonna go and say maybe I'll admit on Black Ops. Black Ops was fine, even though it wasn't particularly interesting.
Black Ops was first one was a really good time.
I don't know. I felt it felt too easy, too short, and too stupid. I think it tried to have an actual story.
Actually, no. I always thought that Black Ops 1, just the missions dragged on for too long. Okay, so are you actually serious? So I don't know what this website is, but they're
Okay, no. I found it.
they're full of shit, and they've got Overwatch on second
listen.
place.
Listen, Titanfall 2 came out. It's a fine game.
Yep.
Overwatch, it's not the same as Doom, so you can't compare them. Shadow Warrior 2, I think that Shadow Warrior 2 was a better game than Doom on the overall. I had more joy playing for Shadow Warrior 2 and replaying it than Doom. So take that as a Battlefield 1, different game, I cannot compare. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided.
Not a first-person shooter.
Battleborn, fucking dead. Super hot, different, very different.
Super Hot's a really good time as well.
Yeah, but it's different.
Yeah, because it's more of a puzzle game than it is a shooter. But
yeah, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
One of the worst Call of Duties to ever come out.
Fair enough. I don't fucking play them at this point. Homefront: The Revolution. I
didn't even know that came out.
Listen, that's a bad game. That's an actually bad game. Space Hulk. What? That's not a first person. Oh, sorry, Deathwing. That's a completely different game. Doesn't work. Devil Daggers. You played Devil Daggers. You already know how good that game is.
Yep.
Paladins, different one. Killing Floor 2, different one. Modern Warfare Remastered. Well, that's a remaster. I can't really compare. Heroes and Generals.
Still fucking incredible. Modern Warfare, COD 4 is the best Call of Duty to come out. That and Advanced Warfare, but people didn't like Advanced Warfare because the movement was too complicated.
Heroes and Generals never played that. Can't compare. Ghost in the Shell is a standalone complex. I don't even know. I don't. What the fuck is this game? I'll check it. Destiny: Rise of Iron. That's a different game. That's an MMO. What the fuck are we comparing here? Shooting mechanics? That's completely fucking different to all of the games but before.
Well, it's the same team that developed parts of that developed the
Mechanized League. I don't even know what the fuck is, and I don't want to know what the fuck that is.
What is that?
I don't know. Oh, so give me a minute. I want to check out what the fuck this. The free to play is shut, so the game is shut down. That's too bad.
Just throwing it out there. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is the best future shooter from Call of Duty. But people didn't like it because the movement was too complicated because there was way too much vertical stuff, which means that people who play COD are fucking casuals and they can fuck off.
Oh, you know,
that one had the most fluid movement and the most like weird shit in it. Well, everything else just started getting worse and worse after that. Until they went back to modern times.
I guess the game doesn't exist anymore, this one, so fuck it. What the fuck is Rick's Mechanized? What the fuck?
No idea. Also, there's the...
It's for PS4, so I probably don't know why.
The Lunar New Year sale is on Steam right now.
Don't care. So outside of the games that are listed, the only ones that would technically be close to Doom would be Titanfall 2 and Devil Daggers.
Devil
And
Daggers is
Shadow
more
Warrior
of an
2.
infinite wave shooter. It's not exactly.
Well, yeah, and Shadow Warrior 2. Those are the only 3 games that I would consider be close to Doom when it comes to the mechanics. Sorry, and Homefront. But then we don't talk about that. The game's garbage.
Oh,
Now,
Salt and Sanctuary is $3.39 on Steam.
so here's the thing. Outside of those 4 games that I listed, if you compare them by shooting mechanics, I still think the Devil Daggers has the better shooting mechanics. The one thing I also dislike about Doom, the new version, is the fucking movement speed. Like, I get it.
It's a bit slower.
Old school FPSs were basically people on roller skaters just bamboozling away enemies. Fair. But I don't
You
want
will
to
be bamboozled.
But I don't want to feel like a fucking paraplegic playing my fucking FPSs. That's the worst thing in existence. That shit came up with, I don't know. I want to say Halo, but I'm probably wrong on this one. So I'm gonna go with
It
COD.
would have been the first COD, yeah. That one was a bit slower.
Let's go. I would say COD.
I mean, I sit down to play Call of Duty
fucking,
4 single player every now and then, and boy, is that fucking slow.
It's so slow. You have a dash system. And that fucking kills me because FPS I want to go fast as much as I want to go.
You gotta go fast.
Yeah, I gotta go fast. As much as I want to just shoot stuff, because that's what made FPS fun.
Yeah.
It actually brought a lot of fucking strategy to most of the games. Don't believe me? Just check out old games. Better yet, try and beat Blood on the last difficulty.
Gonna have a bad time.
Oh, I've beaten it. It's not particularly difficult. For me though, for people, for you younglings out there, you might have issues. You might be done.
So, just throwing it out there, I bought shoes again.
What?
I bought shoes, and they literally just got shipped.
Okay. The other thing I didn't like about Doom is again the fucking inclusion of goddamn point systems and skills and shit. Like, who even asked for this? Didn't you fucking retards learn from 2016? That's another good idea. Didn't you realize that you completely fucking broke the game with it? There's one fucking rune in 2016 that makes the whole game pointless.
Which one was it?
Absolutely. The one that gives you infinite fucking ammo if you have above 50 fucking
Oh,
armor.
if you have full health, yeah.
No, full armor. It's not health.
Is it armor?
It's armor. That's the fucked up part. Because then if you're playing smart, you've already got the siphon grenade leeching off fucking armor points. What's the point? The only thing that it doesn't give you infinite amount is BFG ammo. Balance, I say. Then again, you have the fucking
BFG is a room clear that you use, yeah.
And you have the fucking
the railgun.
The Gauss rifle with the fucking siege mode. So what the fuck is the point of the game?
Yeah.
Legitimately, once you get that, 2 rooms after, you can get the rune to level 2 easily, even 3, just easily without doing much. Because it's basically a room full of pinkos, a couple of mancubi, and a shit ton of zombies. And there is the secret to the left of it, behind one of the vents. So what you do is go out, get a bit of damage on the ammo, throw a fucking siphon grenade, hide up, it's gonna fill you up. Then you just rinse and repeat and just farm the fucking rune up. So otherwise it's 100, then it goes down to 75, then it goes down to 50 on the max level. 50 armor is fucking easy to get.
Yeah.
That's the shitty part. Like, this is not good. I wish they give us the choice for us to disable this, but since they won't, I'm gonna have to physically make myself not to use the dash outside of fucking platforming sections, because of course you're gonna have to use the dash in the platformers, of course. But the things I did enjoy was the empowered demons. I feel that that's fine.
Yeah.
The other things I liked about it was the fact that you get some random encounters, which makes a little bit more interesting. If they placed them properly, the random encounters would make a lot of sense with all those down periods of fucking platforming in a Doom game. Fuck off, you fucking imbeciles. Just fuck off.
Just let them make fun games. Let them make the games.
And there is good in it. And here is the weird part, like I told you in the Facebook. The game reminds me a lot of Quake 4, which is not a bad thing. I actually liked Quake 4.
Quake 4 wasn't terrible.
Yeah,
I mean, it was a bit different, but it wasn't terrible.
Well, no, it wasn't different. It's like the same as Quake 2, but who gives a shit at this point? People played Quake only for the multiplayer.
True.
That's and I liked Quake 4. Quake 4 had a lot of good stuff, a lot of good visuals, especially for the time. And this reminds me a lot.
Was it just after or just before Doom 3? It was just after, wasn't it? Because it was the same engine.
It was after.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't the same engine.
Yeah,
It's made
it
by a
was.
different
It's
it
still
wa-
it's still id that makes it, but
No, I think it was actually Ravensoft who did Quake 4.
it's still a Tech 4, the engine. That's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
And it was developed by
It's Raven Software.
developers If Software, Raven, and Ravensoft. Yeah.
Oh, the Raven Software and Raven Soft is exactly the same.
Yeah, no, I'm
Well,
saying
okay,
they've developed
so
it together.
so I'm pretty fucking pissed about Raven Soft because Raven Soft have made some of the best games on the PC in the fucking existence. Games like Hexen, Heretic 2, Star Wars Jedi Knight 2,
Knight, Soldier of
Soldier,
Fortune,
Soldier
Ultimate Alliance,
fuck
Singularity.
Ultimate Alliance. Singularity is not good, but
Eh,
fuck Ultimate Alliance.
Ultimate Alliance
Okay,
isn't terrible.
uh, fucking Hexen 2. Don't put
And
Hexen 2.
do you know how earlier on I said the Advanced Warfare is the best Call of Duty
I know,
multiplayer?
because after what?
Because
Afterwards they got.
Ravensoft made it.
Listen, after that they got acquired by fucking EA and they became a goddamn show of fucking show.
Oh,
them
they made
former self
Wolfenstein 2009 as well.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent game.
Do I own that game? Because I actually really want it.
They also made Soldier of Fortune 2 of Double Helix, another good FPS back in fucking 2002.
I remember really enjoying Soldier of Fortune 3 just for the gore.
Oh, that game was fucking bad. Sorry, that game
It
was
wasn't
bad.
great, but there was so much stupid gore in it
I
to
beat
where
it in I beat it in a couple hours. That's how bad it was.
the what's it called? One of my friends used to call it the game where the people fall apart easy, because you would shoot somebody in the arm and the whole arm would just fly off.
Yeah, because that's how bullets.
That's how bullets work, I guess.
Yeah, but they made some of my favorite games of all time,
Yeah.
including Heretic. I don't want to talk
And
about
all the
Hexen.
Jedi Order games.
Well, technically no, but kinda yes, because they did just a couple of them, but not every one of them. Because I don't think they did Dark Forces. Dark Forces was LucasArts.
Hey,
And
guess
Dark
what?
Forces
Wolfenstein. Oh no, it is on Steam. No, wait, it's Return to Castle Wolfenstein that's on Steam. So 2009 one isn't
Okay.
available anywhere apart from used copies.
Yes, because Ravensoft has been gone into because you can't buy Hexen 2 either, and you
Fucking
can't.
serious?
Sorry, you can't buy Heretic 2. It's a dispute with the rights. It's been going on for fucking years, and it's not gonna be resolved.
Well, I'm
So
torrenting that,
you-
I guess. Jesus.
Well, and the worst thing is Heretic 2. If people haven't played Heretic 2, well, you should, because it's also a great game. It's
Yep.
even to this day, it works fucking amazing. You just
Single
need
player
to.
first-person shooters, man.
It's a third-person shooter.
Heretic
you
2.
haven't-
Am
you
I
haven't
thinking of
played
one?
You haven't played at all. I just shut up at this point.
I will shut up. I will be quiet.
Yeah, and it is this combat system in the game is based. It's for future. In the future, is the basis for the Jedi Knight games, which to this day is the best lightsaber game. Lightsaber combat in every Star Wars game. Hands down, nothing comes close to that. Even the new one, as much as it did good when it came to the combat system, and although they made it Souls-like, it's still not close to what Jedi Outcast and Jedi Academy did. It's just doesn't, which is fine. At least it's they did
Also, Lunar New Year on at GOG as well. So if
I don't
people
listen.
want
I
to
don't
pick up video games,
fuck them. I just say fuck them. They can go get coronavirus to the end of the fucking world and continue killing the fucking what was it? I think they killed the just it's a very famous fucker by China. It's a war on the specific bird war. What was it? The four pest campaign, most egregious one.
oh, okay.
Oh, the sparrow campaign. They killed all the sparrows.
No, I'm saying because it's Lunar New Year, that's where there's sales going on.
Listen.
It's not supporting the Chinese.
Oh no, it's made because the Chinese were
Because it's Chinese New Year. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. And let me put it like this: these are people who had the Eliminate Sparrow campaign.
Well, yeah, these are the people that are currently starting
Oh.
koalas to eat. So welcome to China.
Yeah. I just bad things. I mean, just putting out there. They had an Eliminate Sparrow campaign. I don't want to tell you how fucking bad that turned out for them. I literally don't need to tell you how bad that turned out for
China,
them.
you're so silly.
But I think that Doom is gonna perform really well this year.
Oh, it will. Fucking well.
Yeah. Then I heard a lot about the Mick Gordon, people praising him like he's a fucking genius for some reason. I was like, no.
The man puts a lot of work.
Listen,
Man does
everybody
a lot
puts
of good work.
Listen, many people put a lot of work. That doesn't make the work good.
I like his music, so there's that.
It's fine. It's not as good as people say. It's fine. I take fucking David Zemansky's work all day over his. Like I randomly just fucking jam on Dusk soundtrack. That hasn't happened in Doom in years. I'm mostly just nah, fuck that. That's just boring. Quoting James on this one, just put fucking Slayer on. It pretty much achieves the same fucking
And then
thing.
you get to the solos and you skip it because
God, the solos were decent.
Kerry can solo to save his life sometimes.
I don't
I said
know,
sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes.
And well, I just hope that they don't try to monetize Doom by any means.
Cross the fingers for that.
Because if they fucking plan on including side missions and choices, I just have a fucking nasty feeling that this is gonna turn into fucking degeneracy. For some reason, I have this feeling. I want to be wrong because no one fucking deserves this treatment of promising so much and then ending up monetizing half of it. They also there wasn't much talk about the supposed invade system that they're gonna do from fucking Dark Souls.
They've mentioned that it's not actually going to be players, but it's going to be monsters that have killed players in the same level, and they're going to come in
Actually,
more powered up.
On E3, no, that's different. That's monsters that killed players would
Yeah.
spawn in the specific place, the same monsters that killed them. But actually, what they mentioned in the fucking E3 is
Well, it's
that
actual
they
players
invaded.
as monsters.
Yes, so one would spawn as a Revenant, the other one would spawn as a Mancubi.
Oh, that's a really good point.
And I just fucking hope that
I'm gonna assume
This will sound better.
it's gonna be half multiplayer like Souls, and then at certain points of levels you'll see, oh, there's a portal to a different world, and you click it, and then you go in somebody else's game as a monster.
see, I've never actually liked this shit, even in Dark Souls.
It could
just
work. Imagine
bores me.
though, if you make a quasi loop where you spawn into their world as a monster,
And they spawn into yours.
No, you kill them, and then the same monster you killed him as spawns into somebody else's world because that monster killed a player in the previous world.
No.
And then it's just a massive loop of just monsters and players killing each other. You never know. Anyway, here's the transition. News. Time for news.
Well, outside of the Doom news, which I can talk about more in length, because I want the game to actually succeed for once. Regardless of how much shit I talk about it, I want it to succeed. I want it to be at least a non-monetized product.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure what else.
Terry Jones has passed away.
What was Terry Jones?
From Monty Python.
Oh. No, that's sad.
Age 77. But he struggled a lot in his final years because he had dementia. Yeah, so he struggled. At least he's not suffering anymore. At least he's not in pain. So, bless this man's soul. He still brings me laughs. And I rewatched The Holy Grail the moment I realized he passed away. So,
yeah, as far as I can
He's
see.
not the Messiah. He's a very naughty boy.
See, remember how I told you that the Batwoman's gonna be a fucking train wreck?
Batwoman? Yeah.
Well, I think that they caught Rotten Tomatoes for fixing reviews for that show as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Listen, Batwoman's a piece of shit. Ruby Rose deserves better.
She does.
She genuinely tried, but when you have bad fucking writing and fucking cringy pseudo topical shit going on.
The first episode is absolutely horrendous. The pilot.
All of them are horrendous. Well, I don't want the man to take credit for my work. Bitch, you just put on his suit. The fuck do you mean?
You just stole your cousin's suit, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
And guess what? He happens to be a man. Oh no.
Ooh. It was like, it was like, you do realize that you're literally basing your fucking stuff on another person's work. You goddamn degenerate. But no, this is not Ruby Rose's fault. She tried. I
She's
think she
not.
was the
No.
perfect.
Yeah,
The perfect
she was the
fit
good
for Batwoman.
choice.
I think she was a bit too short, to be honest, but that's just, stuff.
It depends. To be fair, height isn't really that big of an issue with this kind of stuff. But
it's a relative. But then again, because I remember having the poster of the whole Bat family, the extended Bat family, that I linked to you fucking years ago. And I remember him being like almost as tall as Bruce Wayne.
well,
But
she does wear higher boots as well. So
yeah, maybe, I don't know. It's just but that's just fucking nitpicking at this point, because I think that she was the perfect fit. I don't think that they could have gone much better than this.
yeah,
They just had to fucking get fucking imbeciles. It's getting almost as bad as fucking Doctor Who. A show that I do not watch and I do not like. It never got me, but I still fucking feel when people became angry about the fucking shit it's currently going through. I feel for them. That shit should never happen. Yeah. Netflix is commissioning for Witcher's animation movie.
yes, we were getting an anime.
I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if I'm gonna be bored or just mildly dismissed. I still haven't watched the show.
No,
I don't think I ever will.
It's a good show. I recommend it if you want to have a good time. Okay, I want to see how tall she is in the comics. It does not say. I read the originals. I don't care about Kathy Kane. I care about... I can't find her. She is a Kane, but which Kane is she? Kate Kane, Earth 16. It's the Young Justice one. It doesn't say anything about height or anything like that. Oh well.
Yeah. I've been playing again Heroes of Might and Magic 3 in multiplayer with friends. Always. I will be.
Speaking of news, Bad Boys for Life tops the US box office.
No, I presume as much. I actually wanted to see Bad Boys this week, but I couldn't because I had some couple of... My stomach was in pain, so I couldn't go and watch it. I also want to see Gentleman first, though. Because Bad Boys gonna be for something.
Also, Bad Boys 4 in the works. Yeah.
Bad Boys what?
4 is in the works.
Why?
Because 3 is doing good.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to be the fucking end of it. Please don't.
Well, yeah, supposedly, but no. Fuck you.
Or are we gonna get the whole, this is the end of the Bad Boys that we know it, so now we...
Getting... Well, there is a new team in the film, in the current film, so...
Yeah, but I mean, but they're gonna be substituted by the daughters or some such shit, because, have to be topical and modern. I hope that shit doesn't happen, not because anything, but it just feels cheap. It feels really fucking cheap. When
yeah, but it's Sony that's behind it, so what do you expect?
Oh, anyone behind it will make it feel cheap.
Also, Studio Ghibli films coming to the UK. It's on Netflix UK.
Oh, yeah. I know, that's probably... See, technically that's not true. Because it's mostly to do with them having the licensing and showing them. That's the difference.
Yeah.
But they
whenever that license expires, if you have Netflix UK, go watch all the Ghibli films when they come out. Watch every single one 3 times. Many Keep them on Netflix, please, because I want to watch them too.
Yeah, because, I fucking need Netflix to watch my Studio Ghibli films. Hell, I can go back home and get my original DVD of more Princess.
Oh, excuse me, I have DVDs, ooh, hipster, ooh. Hey, I watched Ghibli films before they were cool.
I asked my dad to get me that when I was fucking...
also, Captain Marvel 2 in the works for 2022. Question. Oh, he's gone. Yeah. Oh, he's back. Okay.
Yeah, fucking Disco's been acting
up. Sorry, Captain Marvel 2, 2022.
Mm-hmm. By the way, they fired the fucking director, and now Brie has even more power. It's like Dark Phoenix all over again.
Except Dark Phoenix was an absolute fumbling mess, which ended up getting done in reshoots.
Are you implying that Captain Marvel was not a mess?
I never watched it.
Good, because it was a complete mess.
I remember the marketing campaign and Brie Larson just not even knowing when to put her foot in her mouth, and she just fucking carried on talking in interviews that...
apparently for her, it was fine where she just robbed the person and pretended she was a hero. And I was like, She. By the way, she has a directorial debut, and it's a fucking dumpster.
Oh, the one with the colors, whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, I remember because I told you about it.
yeah. It's
It,
dumb. That
it
movie
was
is a dumpster fire, apparently.
it was so bad that the people who commissioned Netflix that genuinely have to write good reviews for their own shit wrote a bad review. Like you know you read a bad what that shit that was. Like
Yeah.
you should know.
Anyway, to talk about a film that isn't a dumpster fire.
For once.
Excuse me. Last week, you gave me a film under the name of Prospect. And the reason why the movie was called Prospect because it's about future prospectors in the world. Yeah.
In space.
In space.
But I generally like this because the concept of it was pretty decent because prospecting was mostly being popularized in America back in the days when they were still exploring the land and finding stuff and setting up towns. And I felt like this was actually a pretty good concept. But also it's based on a short movie by the same people from fucking 5 years ago.
Basically, excuse me. They made the film and then got it funded to make it a feature film.
And they got Pedro Pascal in it.
And I'm so happy they got him in it because he's having the time of his life in this film.
He's a good actor.
He's a really good actor.
Yeah.
And his candor and the way he speaks in this film is so fucking perfect. He's such a joy to watch in this film. It's ridiculous.
I think that Pedro Pascal's being underused in modern movies a bit.
He was in the new Kingsman. He was.
I don't know which Kingsman. The new that's gonna come out.
The newest one. No, not the one that's gonna come out. He was Tequila, or was he Tequila? Or whatever his name was. He's the one with the lasso that had the laser.
That movie was the fucking dumpster fire. Please.
So it was. He was in Game of Thrones.
Never watched.
He was in Narcos, I think, or was that Diego Luna that I'm thinking of? He was. And he's the Mandalorian.
Well, the Mandalorian is much more limited as to what he can do.
True, because he's wearing a mask, but he still makes makes it work.
Yeah, but no, he can make it work because he's a good actor. I'm saying that he's a bit underused as he's potentially much higher than what.
Things. Yes, true. So this movie is about a father and a daughter that live.
He was in. He's Javier Peña in the Narcos.
Yeah. So it was. Narcos is a good show. So it's about a father and a daughter who live on a colony sort of satellite, and what they do is they go and harvest things from planets. By the way, this movie does not bother explaining its lore to you. There is zero exposition about how people got to here.
I actually like that.
I enjoy too much because you won't get somebody sitting down and telling you the big story with a fancy graphic. No, it's literally you go into this world.
I forgot to mention. Yeah. It's a bit topical. I am almost finished reading Solaris by Stanislav Lem.
Is it good?
Well, no, it's good, but here's the issue I have with the book itself. It's not a big book. It's like 200 pages.
I mean, you're kind of on topic because it's still sci-fi.
Well, yeah, no, but the difference is this. This movie did not do any sciencey stuff.
No.
Literally none. Well, Stanislav Lem, you have to kind of sit through. And if you don't know at least a little bit of physics, half the shit is gonna go over your head.
Oh, yeah.
Because
the man is first and foremost a physician, so.
No, he just encompasses so much more. He encompasses psychology.
Is he not a physician biology. Anyway, like by actual education?
I think he was, but let me double check. I don't want to.
Same as because Terry Pratchett was a physician or something, wasn't he? As well.
I don't know because I don't like his work. And I know that many people give me shit about this, but I've never actually looked.
You're allowed an opinion.
Well, I just found them boring because I've said it 1,000 times. If you're gonna write comedy, do comedy. If people don't find it funny, if you fucking fail at it and it just doesn't work. Yeah. It's kind of how things go. So I didn't find it funny. So
Yeah. Anyway,
he's a trained. Okay, so was a Polish writer, science fiction, philosophy, satire, and a trained physician.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, sorry, a medical practitioner, medical doctor.
Also, a physician isn't a doctor, sorry, physician is the doctor. Physicist is the person that does physics. Sorry.
So that would explain his
English is my second
incredible.
language. Leave me alone.
No, he's. It's fine. I had a moment like this a couple of days ago.
Where
Because
your brain just goes.
no, because here's the sad thing. So you know what midwifery is?
Midwifery. It's the lady that takes care of the baby.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was something.
Yeah, it's a midwife. Yeah, she's the one that takes care of the baby.
Here's the thing. I knew topology and the other fucking term they use that I fucking forget, but I never fucking heard midwifery in my entire life.
Yeah. There's a
like,
there's a boss in Bloodborne that's called something's midwife.
Well, I'm sorry. Bloodborne was the game where you were regaining where you were regaining HP from
Smacking
period
monsters.
blood. No,
From period blood.
Period blood from fucking virgins. Yeah,
that's kind of true. Yeah.
Yeah,
it does have something to do with the lore in places. Anyway, so this movie. Oh, go on.
And you know, I was like, so I thought the midwife is something completely different, and someone explained it. I was like, I've never fucking heard about that one. I was like, so topology. Wait, why doesn't she fucking say topology? What the fuck? I was completely something different.
You stood there googling like a maniac, like, what the fuck is this supposed to be? Help me.
Yeah. It happened.
Oh, I love that moment when you hear something or see something and you're stood on the side baffled, like, let me just Google this. Oh, holy fuck. So yeah, this movie is about a father and a daughter, and they live on a satellite that orbits the galaxy, and they go and harvest things from planets to bring back to the satellite, which is alluded to be a massive colony because they live on the outskirts of it, and they wanted to move in closer to the middle where apparently all the rich people live, because they discuss it when they find the diamonds on the planet. So what they do is they see that they're going to this planet. They're getting to the little pod, which is also their house because they live in the pod and use the pod to travel. Also, I love all the tech in this film. It is all just analog tech. There is zero digital displays. Like, they're trying to navigate, they're using a map. They're trying to write things down, they're using a fucking pen and pencil or, pen and paper.
I think this goes for two reasons. First of all, they're not rich, which is a thing. Secondly, I think that, like I said, this is kind of in tone with the prospecting in America.
Yeah.
And the tools they use really look closely as what they would have used back in those days.
The gun they have looks like a fucking musket from back in those days.
Yeah, it's a flintlock.
Yeah.
The legitimate flintlock. It
works the same way, it loads the same way, apart from putting the thing down the barrel. But so they get to this planet and their ship short circuits, so they have to leave it for a bit, and they spend time, going around and exploring until they find these. I never understood what these things were. There's these creatures that live under the ground, and they take their egg sacs and they open the egg sacs and they extract diamonds or some sort of rock or fossil or something. And this is one of the currencies in this current time. So they take the one and they're like, we're going to find more because we know there's mercenaries on this planet. And they too are looking for they found a mother lode apparently of like a queen nest where there's a lot of these. But unfortunately, the dad gets caught by these two dudes. One of them being Pedro Pascal, dressed like a fucking 1960s Russian astronaut. Like, even the suits in this film are so old school. It's fucking great. And he's accompanied by probably one of the coolest looking sci-fi designs I've ever seen. Let me see if I can get a picture of him. So, Prospect. His partner, whatever. And they're linked together as well because on this planet, obviously, you can't breathe the air. So you have filters. So him and his partner are like linked together by filters and shit. But anyway, so they get cornered and they're forced to sort of fight their way to get freed. So then the dad gets killed. And the daughter is kind of forced to have to... How do I put this? She's forced to run, but then eventually gets forced into having to work together with Pedro Pascal. And they form a really weird bond with each other.
Well, the thing is like, because since she has been living this life for a very long time, I think she understood that what Pedro Pascal and his friend were doing was not
Yes,
exactly illegal, but it
true.
was a necessity.
Well, no,
She can't hate them
but then
because they
again,
were
though,
also technically.
Pedro Pascal also states that he's been on this planet for so long and he's lost all of his partners. So, like, the only other person that he was left with was this dude that was basically his only friend, but he was also a mute.
Yeah, no,
Bearing in mind, Pedro Pascal does not shut up in this film, and it's fucking glorious. As I said earlier, he is having the time of his life, and it's an absolute joy to watch. Because as much as this movie is a fucking downer, oh, there we go. I've got the cool design on the screen now. He makes this movie worth the watch. Just him on his own. His performance just carries a lot of the scenes because he actually speaks like an old school prospector. Even in the vocabulary, he uses like old, I want to say 1920s, 1930s vocabulary. He sounds like he's come right out of a play, and it's fucking perfection. But yeah, there we go. I've got that cool design on the screen. He just looks like he's wearing a fucking Tonka truck on his on his head. It looks like he looks like a transformer. It's pretty cool. But
it looks really primitive, which is the good thing.
yeah, a lot of the suits look primitive. I think that's one of the charms of the film. Like I said, the tech is a lot of the tech is pretty cool. So they eventually decide to work together. After she shoots him she shoots him defending herself, so he like heals himself with a med kit. And halfway through the journey to the Mercs they were trying to get to, his arm gets infected. So they find this tribe on the planet, and they, try to trade with the tribe like a prospector would if they found natives on the land. My God, I just realized that what this film is, and it's only just clicked. So they trade with the natives like they would in an old Western film. Say they found the Indians, and they're going to trade with the Indians.
I'm pretty sure I fucking told you that.
He said that, but I didn't. It's only just clicking in my head how many similarities there are. You know what I mean? This movie
no, because this shit was never fucking hidden. That's the whole point.
No, I know, but it's only just dawned to me what you know what I mean? Like I watched it, but this never occurred in my head.
And this is why I'm always the skeptic, because this shit rarely flies over my head.
I know, but anyway, so yeah, this movie is basically a Western set in outer space. It straight up is just a Western set in outer space. Even the final act is like the final act of a Western, apart from the very bittersweet ending.
No, that's also part of the thing.
Very true, actually. Yeah, there's no levity in this film. There's no hope. It's also like, you've given me something I would like, which is a big downer. I like a good downer of a film, where
uppers and downers, motherfucker.
Uppers and downers, where everything is everybody, nobody trusts anybody. What?
Wait, listen. Never fucking do uppers and downers.
No.
That's just a joke. Never do them.
Either make a downer of a film, or you make an upper of a film. Don't make something.
I was referring. Listen,
what are we talking about?
I was referring.
Talking about jacking off. That's. Or is we talking about Down syndrome? Am I being non-PC again? Shocker. Anyway, so they go to the local tribe and they try to trade. Pedro Pascal's like, if you don't mind, I would very much like you to give me something to heal my arm, my shoulder, and I will trade. I'll be more than willing to trade. And so these fuckers get the diamonds, and they have like a shitload, and they're like, we'll give you these for the girl, which obviously prompts. Her name is C, from what I remember, to run, and they get separated again, after which they find each other again before she nearly passes out. I also forgot to say, I fucking love the soundtrack of this film. Not just the somber, choir type stuff, but the pop music from that time is just sublime. It's like, it sounds like 70s pop, but future 70s pop. It's very different, which I appreciate. It's a very original. Yes. Oh God, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Again, yes, it is a Western set in the future, but it's also super original in the way it executes a lot of things. So eventually they get reunited and they go to the Mercs, who also have a native trapped in a cage. because obviously it's a Western, so we got to have a native trapped in a cage. And they, they get him to harvest the
Sorry
egg.
about that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The noise.
Sorry.
The noise. So they get him to harvest the eggs. A big scuffle happens. And basically, Pedro Pascal sacrifices himself to save C. His name being, is it Zane, his name?
I think so.
I forget. Let me have a look at the wiki. It's Ezra, sorry. So, yeah, he sacrifices himself, but she ends up coming back for him to save his life and take him back on the ship back to the colony, which is, again, the bittersweet ending that I was talking about because, what's the actress's name? Sophie Thatcher, who is a very weird blend between Cara Delevingne and the girl from Harry Potter. What's her name? Oh, no.
Yeah, I know.
You know who I'm talking about, don't you?
Yeah, maybe.
She
The heartthrob of the internet.
never understood why. Oh, my internet is slowing down. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Is it Windows Update? Let's have a quick look. Let's update on the update. Is my Windows randomly updating as we speak? Is it? Is it? Oh, the suspense. No, it's not. What the hell's going on then? Anyway, is Steam causing the issues, or is it just Discord being a little shit? Might be just Discord. So anyway, it's a very good character study for her character specifically, because she goes from being very reserved to being quite aggressive and quite open about life. It's the hero's journey. There's a Japanese film. There's also an episode of Samurai Jack that touches on that, where Jack has a little baby on his back, and he has to take him to his village, and he fights a bunch of shit on the way, and the baby gets more and more hardened by the end of the film, where he's got the warrior spirit, but he looks super mean. This is what this movie is, but through the eyes of a girl. Through her eyes, through the main character's eyes. Specifically, I want to say, also this movie is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
It is extremely well shot, extremely well lit. Nothing is ever unclear. Nothing is ever obscured in a way where it's oh, this is limited. No. Obviously, there's a couple of really bad, not bad, but kind of noticeable green screen shots, especially near the end where she sits down in front of the massive planet. But the opening scene is incredible because you never actually see the satellite, because the whole entire scene is shot through her and her dad's perspective from inside the ship. So you just kind of catch glimpses of things in the window, but you don't exactly see everything. And I think that's very smart in the way they spared budget. There's a lot of cool close-up shots on weird ass bugs that are just alien enough to where you think they might exist on Earth, but they might not. Because bearing in mind, Earth is not mentioned in this film. There's only weird planet names that just get thrown at you, and you're like, huh? Or there's weird things that get mentioned, the combination or something like that. There's a lot of lore talk that it's not explained at all, and I love that about it, because that's not what it's about. Who cares what happened 35 clicks ago when the convergence happened or whatever. You don't care. All you care about is about these prospectors trying to get these diamonds. That is literally the film, except it's a daughter trying to leave a planet with her father's murderer, who earns her trust because it turns out he wasn't a terrible person. He was just defending his own loot. And it turned out that it was her dad who was the terrible person.
Oh, yeah.
And also, Daddy loves his pills.
Daddy does
a lot of pills at the start of this film. Jesus Christ. He sleeps, he puts the little drops in his eyes just to go to bed right in front of his daughter, who was literally on the bunk next to him because they're poor and they live in a tiny ship. It's alluded to them being poor because when they find the first diamond, She's like, this could cover our loan, which means that they actually they owe money and shit. So there's little trinkets, little trinkets they give you, where they're like, oh, this could be it, but is it? You know. And that is greatly appreciated in a film like this, where again, I don't give a fuck what the lore is. I just know that everything looks cool and retro, especially Pedro Pascal's suit. Because you know what I mentioned earlier, that he was linked to his friend by like by a tube, because they have to use a filter. Every time it cuts to a shot of him like from the back, he has like 5 tubes or 5 holes the tubes could have gone in. So also strengthens the whole idea of him understanding what camaraderie is, because he says it multiple times. Like, he knows what it's like to lose members, and the whole like there's like 5 separate spots on his back that don't have tubes coming out of them because all of his members are gone. That's a really cool image. The guns look ridiculous in this film, as in they actually call them rail guns. And thank you for calling them that. The ending felt a bit rushed, but also felt deserved, because they were in a hurry to leave the planet, so I guess it makes kind of sense. But the movie isn't fast at all. Like, it's only an hour and a half or an hour and 40, but it takes its fucking time to actually pull you into this weird sort of future world galaxy thing. And it does a great job not explaining the lore, but telling you enough to where you're like, okay, I see what's going on. I read some reviews that people said that they didn't understand what was going on. And to them I say, you're mongrels, and you need to like open your eyes a bit more, because everything is laid out in front of you from the very start. And once again, this is quite literally a prospector movie, a Western, but in the future. Because even the guns are the same. All the guns take an extra... You can always hear the... when they load. And even the big guns take a second to load before they can actually shoot. And there's a lot more stabbings in this film than actual people getting shot, which is also greatly appreciated. There's a really cool scene where she hacks off Pedro Pascal's arm, where she doesn't even blink. She's just being like, super nonchalant about it. And turns out that she's been doing this since she was 12. Because her dad's a scavenger, and she had to like sanitize bodies and like carve them up to save up on scavenging time. Which, yes, Daddy was the actual villain of this film.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much obvious, because the way he talked to his daughter was pretty weird, because she was telling him stuff and he was like, nah,
he treated her like shit.
Nah, it's probably gonna be alright.
Yeah, she was like, okay, we got 1 jewel. There's 1 more hole there. Let's get another. Let's get 20 grand. And let's go back to the colony, because the ship's wrecked anyway and the sun's coming down. And he's like, nah, let's go find more. You go fill up the water, because we ain't got water and we already used the food. And then obviously he gets ambushed. And then he tries to steal Pedro Pascal's jewels as well, while threatening him, which ends up getting him killed.
Nah, it's gonna be alright.
Because Daddy is a greedy piece of shit who does too many pills.
Yep, that has issues.
Yes. And it's clear that he started having those issues after the mom died.
Well,
or did she leave him? I'm not sure, because that's not ever explained properly.
I think she died.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and say she died.
She died. But yeah, it's a really good film. Like, it's not... I wouldn't say incredible, but there's enough there to keep you going. Oh, excuse me. Yes, it's a slow burner. Yes, there's a lot of slow moving, like atmosphere establishing shots, which is also greatly appreciated, because there's shit tons of atmosphere in this film. And I love the fact that everything is practical. Excuse me. There's barely any CGI in this film. Or if there is, it's only used to enhance things. Like all the vapors on the planet. Those are obviously CGI. And the little particles.
Nah, it's gonna be alright.
It's gonna be alright. I love the look of it as well. I think it.
For those who don't get it, it's the critical drink reference.
Yeah. Also, yeah, it's very well shot, very well made, And I think it was shot with anamorphic lenses, just by the way it looks and how wide and huge everything looks. But the way it's lit as well makes everything look super crisp, especially the night shots, where in a lot of films at night everything will just be blue and you can't really tell what's going on. And this one, everything's just pure black, with people being lit properly to where you can see everything. It's very much appreciated.
They were really lit.
Oh. I also love the song that the weird lady played. I forget the name of. I don't know what the song was, but it was a good time. Very smart. Yeah, everything is analog in this, by the way. Every time they have to communicate, they use walkie-talkies and they show fingers to each other at which channel they're on, and it just sounds like shit every time they talk. And it's great. Like the tech, especially like the way the ship worked, which is her just flicking a bunch of switches and looking at an actual manual. That half of it was just her dad's notes because they didn't have a manual because they were that poor. And there's like weird chocolate with weird labels on it, and weird fucking astronaut food that they just attached to the thing on their butt, and there's a little straw and you suck on the straw and you get the food. Yeah, it's good. It's especially for a concept film, for how weird it is. I will just watch it for that, just to see how many weird things they can come up with to fit into the aesthetic of this world. So, kudos to, what are the names of the directors again? Kudos to Zeke Earl and Chris Caldwell. Kudos to them for making a very weird and yet very intriguing film.
Yes.
Yes. So it's considering they've only done shorts and this is like their first feature. Good on them. It's really good. It's a really good first feature. So
like I said, this started off as a fucking short movie in 2014, which I still haven't seen because I'm lazy as fuck.
It's not that long either.
But I remember watching, checking about this movie on pure fucking random. I was like, "Oh, this looks mildly stupid. Let me watch it." 5 minutes later, I'm like, "This is actually pretty good."
Even after the opening shot, I'm like, "Yep, this is going to be a good time."
No, this reminds me of when I made you watch Endless, in a sense.
The Endless.
Yeah, The Endless.
Yeah, which at first doesn't look great, but then you sit down and watch it and you go, "Oh."
It's the same principle. Because when I was watching Endless, I was like, "Oh, this is probably gonna be some fucking overhyped bullshit."
Yeah.
Movie fucking goes halfway. I was like, "Wait, this is actually pretty good. What the fuck?"
Pretty good, yeah, exactly.
What the fuck happened there? America, please explain.
Also, whoever's watching us right now, thank you for watching.
Yeah.
People are watching. Or listening, I should say. So to stay in the sci-fi vein,
yes.
I too will give you a slow burner with a lot of atmosphere and a lot of themes similar to this one.
Let's see if I've seen it.
And there's a lot of, and it's mainly practical effects with CGI only to enhance it. The movie is called I Am Mother.
Oh God, this movie.
What? Have you watched it?
Oh, I know this movie. I can talk shit about it for a very long time.
So you've watched it? No, it's fine. You have watched it. I will find something else really quickly, because I know I had a few. What?
I don't mind watching it again, but I can talk shit about this movie for a very long time.
It's a good movie.
It's a mediocre movie at best. And this is me being really fucking generous with the term.
God,
mediocre.
I had a few more lined up. Hold up. I had a few more lined up just so we can at least once watch a film where you're not going to bitch about it for 20 minutes that I've given you.
It's like you haven't spent fucking years with me.
I know, but I just like to throw things at you, hoping that, maybe you'll watch it. You go, oh, it wasn't too bad.
Yet, somehow.
Let's see here. I actually at one point thought about giving you Space 2001: A Space Odyssey, but there isn't much to talk about that film apart from how long it is and how actually boring that film is.
It's not that it's boring, it's just, how should I put it?
It's very up its own ass. If you think about it.
No, actually no. It's a very down-to-earth explanation of what the fuck's going on.
True.
It's just...
But it's still very up its own ass.
Isn't everything up in someone else's ass at this point?
Hey, yeah, that's true. um, okay, I have this little. I mean, did you say you're reading Solaris?
Yeah,
I
I'm
could
making
tell you
watch
to
fucking
watch the
Solar.
film, but no, I wouldn't do that to you.
I mean, the original, I don't mind. The fucking George Clooney. Tom Clooney,
There's
what
a
the
George
fuck?
Clooney one? Tom Clooney. It's me,
Well,
Tom
yeah,
Clooney.
yeah, it's the one that people mostly remember, the 2004, I think it
There's a
was.
George Clooney Solaris? Oh!
Yeah, the
Oh!
2004.
Oh!
What?
What the 2002.
Yeah, exactly the
I
same
mean,
one.
Soderbergh's directing, but
No, it's not good. From what I remember, because I haven't watched this movie
why is the
more.
poster George Clooney and some woman kissing?
Because by the way, is Bullock. Should be Sandra.
I don't know who it is, but no, that's not what Solaris is about.
Technically, yes. No.
Maybe. I don't know. Could you repeat the question? You wanna bother me now? Okay, Tron shouldn't be part of the best sci-fi movies of all time. Get out of here.
Tron's fine. The original Tron is better though.
No, the original. You know what? What's it called? Also, Agro Zed just said Tom Clooney, notable different from other known actors.
From
George,
who?
actor George Cruz. Yes, a favorite, George Cruz. You know what? You're gonna watch Brazil. Effort,
Fucking Discord.
complete 180, but Brazil,
Wait, Brazil?
1985.
Wait. Am I watching Brazil?
Yes, you're watching Brazil.
Whoa! Spicy. It's been a while since I watched that movie.
I fucking love that film. I think I've not seen it that many times, but Terry Gilliam, man, does some weird shit. He does some
Eh,
very, very weird shit.
eh, Listen, years ago, I saw a trailer for a movie that looked like a complete fucking acid trip in sci-fi terms.
Ooh.
And I can't remember. I'm trying to. I think that people were arguing the official release was like, this is what happens when you mix up Brazil, LSD, and what was
And
it?
Jacob's
And
Ladder.
no, and I think it was the Matrix or some such shit because it was dealing a lot with virtual reality, I think. But not the David Fincher way where the guy was fucking up by a decade or so. The movie
Yeah.
I made you watch for once. But I can't fucking remember the name of that movie.
No idea.
It look. I'll try and find it.
Just watch, because Terry Gilliam is one of the few Pythons left.
Hmm.
Speaking of something funny, wait, is he? Oh, he's still alive. Okay.
Wow.
I was gonna say something about the Pythons. John Cleese, 6 years ago, started a tour. Come see me before he died tour. And he was making a joke that he was gonna die in 6 years. That was 6 years ago. I'm worried for this year, man.
I'm not.
I am worried. John Cleese, please don't go.
Many people went before that time.
Yeah, that's very true. Sadly.
Sadly, John Cleese and the rest of the Monty Python the cast are pretty old.
Yeah.
As sad as it is, people gotta go when they gotta go.
People gotta go where they gotta go, unfortunately.
Yeah. You kind of have to make do with it.
Such is life. Anyway, do you have anything to add, sir?
Well, outside of please be careful when you watch people reviewing games and make sure that they don't talk shit too much. Enjoy your fucking week.
You too enjoy your week, and we will talk next week.
Mm-hmm.
Find us on
where hopefully you have you have beaten at least one level of
Yes,
Chillax.
I'm going to try and get everything to work, and I will.
I'll wait for you. I'll
You
wait for
fucking
this
hold
one.
me to it, I know.
I've been calling you for a fucking year now.
It's been
One
a year.
level.
Jesus Christ, it has been a year, hasn't it? So, find us on the usual spots. Find us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. Then we got a Facebook page. Go look at the Facebook page if you want. We stream on Twitch every week. I usually announce it on the Facebook page itself. Usually Thursday or Friday, depending on how things line up, according to schedules and all that kind of crazy shit. Speaking of, I might be in Manchester next month. I'll let you know when.
Again? How come?
Sam, that I used to work with, has invited me to go watch him box. So I might
Wait,
be.
He's a boxer?
I think he's an amateur boxer, but he's gonna be in a fight thing. So I'll let you know.
Yeah, I can go and watch that.
No, can watch some boxing. I'm not fussed.
I'm not fussed.
Yep.
I haven't been. It has been a while since I watched actually.
I've never actually been to combat sports ever. I
Listen,
think apart from like a semi-contact tournament in kickboxing, that's all I've been to.
Oh, I've been to several. Because of me.
Ooh, look at me.
No, aggression is the name of the game.
Aggression is the name of the game. Makes my pee-pee hard. So, this has been Voices from Behind, episode 52, where we talked about Prospect, a Western in the future. I have been Evo. Who have you been?
He has been the other Evo.
Yes.
The slightly more insane Evo.
The slightly more insane and a lot more opinionated Evo.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Man, don't keep opinions to himself. He likes to share them.
Hey,
That's
opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one.
Yep, that's why this dichotomy kind of works in the show. So thank you all for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being in the chat. Thank you, Akrazet, for contributing to the chat.
Yeah, for making the meme of Tom Clooney, a good one.
George Cruz is my new favorite anime character.
Listen, if I have a child, I'm gonna call it George Cruz.
George Cruz. Mine's gonna be Tom Clooney.
Also, I remember playing.
Well, that's all his first name, by the way. There's no second. That second name's just my name, but he's gonna be Tom Clooney in my surname on the back.
See, I remember in Football Manager they shared of a kid in goddamn Africa in a team called Lionel Mbappe. Sorry, Mbappe, and it was like, with a name like that, high expectations are awaiting you. I was like, fuck me. I was like, there's one thing being called, being dressed for success. This guy's being named for success. It reminds me of this other American pro football player who was a defensive lineman called the Brickashaw.
Yes.
The Brickashaw. I was like,
yes.
Whoa.
Yeah,
beast. He was a 220 meters height guy.
Fuck
I was like,
me.
yeah, and he was weighing like 180.
7 feet, folks. 7 feet.
He was fucking tall and fucking big, and his name was the Brickashaw. I was like, with a name like that, I fucking wonder why you're alive, man. I fucking wonder why you're playing defense. Probably because you brick those shaws really good.
Yeah, we had in FIFA 2005 back in the day. Me and my cousin made a team on my computer where it was, all of our friends.
Yeah.
But the slots we couldn't fill, we just made horrible stereotypes.
Oh, that's bad.
So our forward left defender was just this massive black man, whose name I'm not going to say.
What was it?
It was Lovecraft's cat. Yeah, pretty much. Bearing in mind, in Bulgaria, nobody cares about that word, but that's a different story. No. It was just this big, massive black man with massive lips. It wasn't pretty at all. I feel terrible about it. Now to think about it, it's fucking hilarious. But then on our far right, not the wing, but the right back, was a ginger man. Was a ginger man with a beard who we simply called Ireland Fellow. which is arguably just as bad as the black man on the other side. But
listen, nothing beats, if you haven't played what the fuck was the name of the game? The anime, the World War II games. I have one of them installed. Let me guess. I have one of them installed. I haven't played it in a while. It's actually, games themselves are really fucking
Is that
good.
the turn-based simulator thing that you were telling me about?
They're all fucking turn-based. Oh, Valkyria Chronicles.
Oh, yeah.
In the kingdom of, what was it? No, wasn't Britannia. It was something fucking hilarious. Scotlandia or some shit. Give me a second. Exactly. It was fucking well. They weren't talking like that.
Deep fry your kebab. Sorry, I do apologize. I can't really do a Scottish accent very well. All I can say is
fucking All
I can say is
no.
For you. For you.
That's why. Critical drinker.
Oi, big man. That's not a bonk my shoe, that's a fence.
Shoes, the Federation Army, the European War with Hafen. Oh, Galia. Galia was a thing, yeah. Northern Cross. Schwarzgard. What the... Wait, can't fucking find it. Oh, God, I can't find it. It was something fucking so fucking ridiculous that when I heard that, I actually spent 15 minutes just laughing.
Yeah.
Like, it was legitimately just funny. Oh, God, yada, yada, yada. God fucking damn it.
I'm trying to find
But
it,
yeah.
but I can't find it.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're talking about.
I mean, just remind me, I'll tell to you next time.
Okay. Well, this has been episode 52. Thank you all for listening and watching. Find us on the usual spots. We will see you all next week. I'll play music. Oh, I just played the news transition. Whoopsie. I'll play music now.